on the rule of law like few times we've ever seen it. An assault on the most sacred of American undertakings, the doing of the people's business. Let me be very clear. The scenes of chaos at the Capitol do not reflect a true America, do not represent who we are. What we're seeing are a small number of extremists dedicated to lawlessness. This is not dissent. It's disorder. It's chaos. It borders on sedition. And it must end now.
All right, Shalom. This is Aharawan, Ban Yasha Allah of the Lionz camp. I want to say Kal Halayim, Layahawa, Ba Hashem Hawashai, Ba Hashem Harakak Wadash, Ma'amath. Double honor to the elder apostles of GMS and the elders. Shalom to you, Akim, Nagwatim, and children that believe in sincerity and truth around the four corners of the earth. Yeah, man, you heard him say it, man. So the prophecies are speaking. You know, Biden, creepy Joe, you know, mumbling through his words, man. If you can understand them, you know, they had it in the subtitles. It said, sedition. All right, this is sedition. All right, and what is sedition? Is basically the public or the citizens rising up against the government for any them feeling like they're being oppressed or any wrongdoings. Now this is 2 Ezra 15 and 14. Woe to the world and them that dwell therein. So that's what the Lord is saying right now with these prophecies. Woe and destruction to the world. All right, and everybody that's on this earth. For the sword and their destruction draweth nigh, and that's for these heathens and 2/3 of our people. But the hopeful elect, this is their salvation and deliverance in their time of temptation. The hour of temptation that's coming, man. But the scriptures speak about these things happening before Judgment Day. That the mark of the beast was going to be pushed around the four corners of the earth. You see him doing that, moving towards that quick, fast, in a hurry. And there's going to be wars and rumors of wars with Iran and America, and Russia and China, all these countries that are in place. Plagues and pestilences and civil unrest, sedition among men. All right, and that's what's happening. That's what the word sedition means, civil unrest. All right. Why? Because according to Revelation 13, the two horns representing the two sides of America, the Democrats and Republicans, that's what's going to kick off everything, man, the division. All right, Satan being divided against itself. Then they're going to push that chip in the midst of that. So when all hell break loose, you're going to have a hyperinflation or an economic crash. Or for some reason, they're going to push that chip, you know. Now, so they ran up in Capitol Hill. Now, I did a lesson a while back about them planning on it. They were planning on bum rushing or running up in the White House, Capitol Hill. You know, and they're actually doing it now. And, hey, man, let me keep reading. 2 Ezra 15 and 15. For the sword and their destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up and fight against another. Right? You got the whole BLM versus the Proud Boys and the MAGA movement. And you got pro-African movement, this movement, that movement, Antifa, all kind of madness, man. And they're all going against each other. All right. Race against race, nation against nation. It says they're all fighting against, shall stand up to fight against each other with swords in their hands, you know. Now, it just so happens that this protest, they outlawed any firearms. They said they couldn't bring any firearms. All right. But eventually they're gonna have what? Them swords, them what they call choppers. All right, or any weapon of war in their hand. And they're gonna go against because a lot of those people are militias and military. All right. And what you saw today with a lot of people getting pepper sprayed and maced and bloody in the face, that was what you call the Proud Boys going up against the police now. You know, that's a militia. So you got another one called the Boogaloo Boys. They wear Hawaiian shirts. All right. So, hey, man. And they're like an Edomite faction of a white supremacist group, man. You know. Now it says verse 16, and it also was their leader is. It just so happens that their leader is Colombian or something, man, or from Venezuela or something, man. But they locked him up before the protest for whatever reason, you know. So this is definitely sedition. 2 Ezra 15 and 16. For there shall be sedition among men. And you heard Biden say it, creepy Joe. He said, yeah, this is sedition. This is a dark moment. Speaking in code, man. And that Masonic talk. He just said it's going to be a dark winter. Now he like, this moment. So he calling for something, saying this moment. This is what they are looking for. For there shall be sedition among men. All right. Civil unrest. And invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes. So they're not regarding the presidents or the leaders, you know, the governors or the government. They're not regarding that anymore. It says what? And the course of their actions shall stand in their power. So they call themselves taking back the power to the public. All right, well, they say power to the people, right? But anyway, man, hey, this is sedition among men. And we're in the time of this prophecy really heating up. And, you know, it's speaking very loud. So with that, I'm going to say shalom.